I have a thought about fairy tales, but what's new? There's a quote from Wilhelm Grimm that I think about all the time that says that the purpose of fairy tales is to awaken the thoughts and the feelings of the heart. I think about this all the time because what are the thoughts and the feelings of the heart? I feel like it's like obviously something beautiful and like true and good and higher, and there's like a sacred aspect to it in a way, something precious, which I think fairy tales give, because the aesthetic alone, castles and rolling mountains and magic and fairies and dragons and, you know, all the big, exciting, beautiful, enchanting things that they have to offer. But then there's also something very at home about them, something so familiar, something so comfortable in it not being so scripted and analytical and rehearsed, you know? It's so real. And even though you might not have ever heard the story, you feel like your heart recognizes it. You feel at home in it. I think it's why I connect so much with fairy tales. It's why I write them. Most of my art is inspired by them. Most of everything I do was inspired by them. Not just because I was a little princess girl my whole life, like wanting to be a freaking Disney princess. That's true. But so much deeper. It's like a soul thing. And it's not just me. I think it's all of humanity. It's why the stories have survived generations and generations, of why they exist in every nation and continent and people. These same stories exist in different forms because they hold the thread of humanity and of heavens, the earth. Like it's so deep, but it's also so like snuggly and warm at the same time. It's like, yeah, you're a princess, everything's sparkling, princess love, and then it's like, and the cricket jumped up off the floor and like cursed the kingdom, and like I don't know, like, you can't take anything too seriously, but also everything's so deep at the same time. I just could go crazy for contradictory stuff like that. The dichotomy of it all. It's everything I want to be. The sparkles, the beauty, the romance, the angels, the fairies, everything. But then you're telling these stories like to your children in bed, you know? These stories have been passed down by mothers and grandfathers and fathers and grandmothers, like by the fire in the most intimate of moments. I guess like too, I'm just thinking this because I talk so much about how we can make our life like a fairy tale, how we can really like, our life is like a fairy tale, and you're made for so much more, and you're meant for such great, big, marvelous things. But you have to remember, it's not so hoity-toity, unreachable. No, a fairy tale is the most intimate. Like it is the highest and yet the most stripped down of stories and of realities. Yes, let us dream, let us talk about the big ideas, let us live them, let us create them, and let us also be so real about it. So honest and intimate and like childlike about it too. It's just something fun. I don't know. Okay, these are my thoughts. I love you. Okay, bye.